Every winter, Canadians grapple with the loss of sunlight. For some, the winter blues are stronger. Seasonal affectiveness disorder, also known as seasonal depression, can make people feel sad, tired, and hopeless. But what is actually going on in our bodies and our brains, and how can we fight it?
What we think may be going on here is a dysregulation of the internal clock in humans, like a circadian rhythm that gets scrambled. So our body has and our brain has a natural internal clock, a circadian rhythm that runs, and maybe with the arrival of winter conditions, the bear thinks it's in the cave and we have a change in our neurochemistry, like maybe something like the underproduction of serotonin occurs when we have less access to sunlight.
Serotonin is a chemical that helps control your mood, and humans get lots of it from the sun. With fewer hours of daylight and the cold forcing more people indoors, that natural supply gets cut off. At the same time, a different hormone could be increasing.
You could also have an overproduction of melatonin that occurs with less available sunlight and winter lighting conditions. And this may result in physiological changes. And so these physiological changes could be sluggishness and slowness and amotivation and low energy.
Seasonal depression can range from mild winter blues to something more serious.
If you have for 2 consecutive winters experienced a serious downturn in your mood, I would seek help.
When it comes to that help, Simon says his big 3 are light therapy, medication, and cognitive behavioral therapy. But you should talk to a healthcare professional to find out the best option for you. Those might be the big 3, but there are simpler ways to ease winter's grip on your mental health. Seeking out human connection, for example, can make you feel better.
And though it's cold and dark, engineering even once a week, doing something with your social network, with friends, with coworkers, with family that would be meaningful is important.
Like Simon, Krista also recommends light therapy.
And it's not a lot of work. You can have that on for maybe 20 to 30 minutes a day. Preference would be early morning to have that light.
She also suggests trying to change your perspective on winter.
Nature is always a beautiful way to help with our mental health, especially if we remove technology while we're outside in nature and just being in the moment. You know, making snow angels, as silly as that may sound, it can bring joy. Going for a walk in nature, it doesn't have to be a long run or jog. It can just be a nice walk in nature, smelling the trees, the scents, pausing and just being and feeling the stillness that's around you. Those mindful moments can really have an impact.
Well, right now it might be dark when you leave for work and dark when you go back home. Remember, December 21 marks the winter solstice and the slow return of the sun. Minute by minute, the sun will start rising earlier and setting later, and while snowfall might increase, so will daylight.